Welcome back.
Hello. Feels like it's been a while.
It has, but it hasn't. Not to them.
Not to them, but we haven't recorded in a few weeks because Miss Kara was in
Tennessee. Hillbilly land.
How was it?
It was good.
Good. I missed you.
I missed you too. Guys, we're besties. It's cute.
Yeah.
Today, it's going to be a beautiful day.
Oh, I'm so excited for what we have in store. It's going to get me all riled up, honestly.
Lily, this is our episode 5. Why you should do that?
Oh, that's cute.
I don't know if you guys have listened to more than one episode, you'll notice that Lily likes to gasp.
I gasp. I mentioned this last time, I think. I think we need to make like a compilation.
A compilation?
Of all
is
of
that
my
the right word?
Probably not, honestly, but
no,
you guys know what I mean.
It is. Like a compilation, it's just like the ones that go by fast.
And I'm like Wait, we should totally do that.
It'll be cute.
Like messed up.
She has reactions to things. I think I clap
dramatic reactions. Yeah.
It's cute. We love it.
Oh,
hopefully
stop
we can
that.
get some more today.
Stop that. Anyways, I've been pretty pissed this week.
Why?
Because school's coming up, fall's like
don't remind me.
Coming quick, you know. With that being said, football season's coming.
Oh,
getting ready for like
I've never been to a college football game. Is that sad?
They're so fun.
Okay, UVU doesn't even have
so it's harder.
Team.
It's harder.
But like BYU does, and I've never gone to one.
Well, you won't be going this year either because of all the stupid freaking changes. Have you heard anything about that?
So you can't be in the student section anymore.
So pretty much. So it's called like the ROC pass is the pass that you get to go to all the BYU games.
Yes, I've heard about that. And this is for college students.
Yes. So you can get it as like a BYU student, and then there's like guest passes that like each BYU student gets one guest pass.
Okay.
And so they can like give it to whoever. But you have to like pay for the guest pass too. It's a couple $100. It's so cute. So it's fun because like all the UVU students get to go, like, you know, anyone else, cosmetology, anyone who wants it gets it. Go. But like 2 weeks ago or something, the ROC posted all the changes that they were making. And so I don't know.
Who's the ROC? Is that
the ROC? It's like the board of students who like help
it?
Of like the football games and like all the sports. And so they came out on Instagram and they were like, okay, no more guest passes at all.
What?
No more guest passes. Also, you're not allowed to line up before the games. You have to go on and you just have to click so like you go on a website and you like there's like a time period, it's like 2 days where you can like go on and get a ticket, like if you have a ROC pass, but there's a chance that you don't get a spot.
That's literally like a concert.
It's so stupid. It's so stupid. And then so it's like you can pay like $200 for this ROC pass and potentially not even get a spot at the football game.
Okay, that makes no sense to me because some colleges don't even make their students
pay for the games.
It's just the fact that you have a student ID that you get in.
It's
so
stupid.
That you pay hundreds of dollars to go to a game and you might not even go.
Yeah,
is ridiculous.
It's so stupid. And so then like they make you, so you sign up for the tickets, and if you get one, they schedule you a time where you can go in, and there's the possibility that you're with none of your friends. Or anything.
So you have like assigned seats?
Essentially, yeah. And
so you don't even have a student section?
Well, it's like you're sitting in the student section, but like you have a time slot where you can go and sit. And if you want to be with your friends, you can only like move back like a time set. So say like I signed up and both of us got tickets, but my time was at like 4:30 and your time was at 5. I could only move back to your time slot. You couldn't move up to mine.
That's literally stupid. So basically you can't get front row seats anymore.
No. And so it's like, it sucks for all like the diehard fans who wait and camp
all day long.
And then they like, it's just
That's the
bullshit.
whole purpose of like.
It's bullshit.
Being a fan. When you wait all night, it's like, this is what you do in college. You spend all night with your friends waiting for those front row seats. You paint your body blue and white.
Literally.
That is what you do. And they're basically saying, like, screw your spirit.
Because it's a safety hazard.
That's why the reason is for?
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised they're not like, COVID's coming back.
COVID's coming back.
People wear masks.
So there's been like a huge protest. And like the only thing that they've like changed is now instead of like assigning random like time slots, it's like first come first serve. So if you're the first person on the website to like click the button, then you get it. The only issue with that is everybody's gonna go on at the same time as soon as it opens, and the website's gonna crash.
My brother sells tickets for like concerts, right?
Yeah.
And I just did this yesterday for him. I worked for him, and you have to go on and like buy the tickets.
Yeah.
And it like websites crash all the time because thousands of people. Taylor Swift tickets sell out instantly. BYU students are diehard fans, and people from other schools go to those games because anyone that lives in Utah or outside of Utah that loves BYU or just
like LDS, like you're gonna know BYU.
You go to those games. It's gonna crash.
So stupid.
It's gonna not work. People are gonna sell their tickets,
but they're non-transferable either, so you can't sell.
Can't you just like screenshot them?
Well, like has your name on it and it has like your photo. Yeah,
they thought about this.
They're strict, and so it's like bullshit. And also with the guest passes, like for example, I have this friend who goes to UVU, diehard BYU fan, goes and waits all day.
And cute.
But then I also have a different friend who goes to BYU who will show up to the game halfway through, you know, like she just doesn't really care for them. And so I'm like, I think the UVU student who is a diehard fan and goes and waits all day and is dedicated should be there over the BYU student. But it's like now this UVU student who is a diehard BYU fan can't go to the games at all.
Wait, they're only letting BYU students
Only
go.
BYU students.
You're joking.
So no more guest passes.
So basically, I'm never gonna ever go to a BYU game ever again.
Yeah. It's so bad. It's so bad.
See, people are gonna start forging these things. They're gonna make like fake IDs, just like they do with like alcohol and stuff.
Literally, they're gonna find ways around it,
and people are gonna just sneak into the games. It's gonna be like a hate thing.
Yeah. So there's been a ton of protests. We're boycotting.
What, in the streets, like with signs?
Like seriously, I don't know if they ever did like a in-person protest, but they did a virtual one. I don't know how a virtual one works. I don't know.
Join the Zoom now.
Everyone join the Zoom.
If we get 1,000 people on the Zoom, they will shut down this protest. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I wanted to join it, but I was out of town. So I was like,
the prophet joined our Zoom. He's on our journey of the boycott.
Russell M. Nelson. Boycotting the ROC.
Go Cougars.
Go Cougs.
Yeah. I enjoyed that one way too much. I just want to know who the freaking nerd is that like puts on their glasses. Hey guys, like what?
It's a safety hazard.
I have an idea. Let's screw all of our college experiences and let's not have a student section anymore because my ears hurt from all the loud noise. And I got tripped last year and broke a bone. Like, screw you, bro. Go sit at home with your mom on the couch because you're never getting a wife. Like,
that's so funny.
You know that's what happened. Or it's some old dude that just is like, BYU games are for the real fans. Like, that's
so... No, it's been dumb. So... Like, the ROC will post stuff, and they're obviously lying. They're like, most ROC passes sold in a day. And it's like, bullshit, half the people are boycotting anyways. And so people will comment and be like, someone's going against the honor code, or they'll start putting scriptures.
The honor code to protest?
To lie. And so, like, technically we think the ROC is lying to us. We're like, nobody bought... This isn't record sales for ROC Pass because half the people are boycotting.
I could only see the only people that would buy it is like the super goody ones that are like, I go with my school and I'm going to support their decisions.
Yeah.
Or the like
selfish people.
The parents telling their kids like, you better buy a pass.
Or like I know some people who like bought it and I'm like, that's just maybe this is just my opinion, but I just think it's kind of selfish. I'm like,
it's not your opinion. Their opinions suck.
Yeah, I'm like, you suck. Don't buy the ROC pass until there's changes made. You know, like you're selfish. Just stop.
But in a way, usually when they make up their minds like that, they're usually not going to change their mind. The only reason I could see them changing their mind is if people genuinely do not show up to their games.
And I don't think they will.
Except I don't think it will happen. Like, there will still be a crowd.
There will be a crowd. It will
Unless
be very
zero
small.
people show up, they'll be like, crap.
Yeah.
Our football team actually needs support because...
And I feel bad for the student athletes because it's like...
We have friends on the football team.
Yes.
And that's so sad for them.
It sucks, you know? And it's like, then I look at like basketball and volleyball and soccer. It's like, I have friends on all of those teams and it like sucks that not only I can't go to like have that social life, but I can't go to like support my friends anymore.
Or your school.
Or my school and have that school spirit and have that college experience.
I don't even go to BYU, but just even to go and support my community.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that sounds so like cliche and cringy, but...
No, it's true. And it's like
an atmosphere that you should just... Anyone should be able to be allowed to go. And when did it like get about the money?
Yeah.
Like, since when does BYU need money? Like, I'm pretty sure
they got plenty of tithing.
Money
is not an issue. Money is not an issue. Yeah, so
that's what I don't
they
understand.
also raised the price of the ROC pass this year, and I'm like, okay, you're making us pay for.
Okay, wait, this actually angers me.
Yeah, it's stupid, right? So that was like the TikTok I made, if that makes sense.
Which got on BYU.
BYU chicks, we love you.
We love you. Lily made it big.
What can I say?
Doing great, guys.
That was my peak.
But we talked about a little bit the honor code, which, if you don't know what that is, BYU has a specific set of rules. So if you go to this school, which a very low percentage of people that go to this school are not LDS, and so if you go to this school, you have to follow these rules that
they're really strict.
They're really strict. But for LDS people, these are things they already believe in
and already do.
Well, yeah. Some.
We'll just say, like, we'll not jump ahead of ourselves.
A little of the things they ask are extreme. Some of the rules.
Yeah.
Like, what's your least
favorite?
For
example, for men, I know a lot of my guy friends struggle with this one. But you can't have your mustache like go further than your lip.
Them curly boys.
Like they're getting specific with the rules.
It's because they have people that go out of their way to not do it. Because you make a rule for something, I felt this way with like my parents. People are like, oh, you have to be strict parents. No. When you have strict parents, you have rebellion.
Sneaky kids.
Exactly. But if you have someone that's your friend and comforts you, but you still have boundaries, that's when you get a kid that is open and honest with you.
Yes.
But like being strict and upfront, I get it. You're going to that school on purpose. You know the rules.
Yeah.
But that's insane.
I remember I wasn't even in school yet. So I was like a little baby freshman, like about to start school a week later. I go in to get like my student ID taken. So I'm in like the photo area. I don't know what it's called.
The photography.
The photography shop.
She walking down the aisle, strutting her stuff. Here we come.
And I got in trouble for having 2 piercings.
Actually?
They made me take out my earrings for my photo.
I know so many girls that go to BYU that have multiple piercings.
Well, and it's dumb because it's like now the church was like, we leave it up to your choice how many earrings and piercings you want.
It says that in so many places, like that and tats, and there's another thing, like how you dress. It's like all your standards and your comfort level. Like we advise you to do this, but like you're welcome to do what you feel is your worthiness or whatever. Yeah,
but BYU, they don't care. They're like, okay, those rules changed, but our rules aren't. Only 1 piercing. Well, so I'm like,
in the nicest way, they're bored of people. they're old.
Yeah.
They're old-fashioned. And Brigham
Traditional.
Young was the one that, like, this school is named after.
Mm-hmm.
They're old as shit.
They're old mother effers.
These old men are making rules on things they don't understand. They don't understand what it's like to be a woman in this day and age and feel like you have to show off your body to impress people.
Yeah.
Or feel confident in your body to dress like what you want to dress like. When I dress like full coverage
looking like a pilgrim, you don't feel like your most confident self.
Not me.
Yeah.
It's not my style. And I go to school being like, oh, don't look at me. Don't, like, that would not be me. Mm-hmm. And that's something I had to deal with. Like, that's hard for me. But that's something they try to control because in their day and age, that was something you did out of respect. Like, women didn't show skin because men couldn't control themselves. Whatever.
For me, it's all about intention. Like, for example, kind of what you were saying. It's like when I wear something that maybe doesn't align with like the honor code rules, I'm not wearing it to try to rebel and break the rules. I'm wearing it because this is what I feel good in. And so it's like, I'm not doing it to like be bad or like try to provoke any men, you know?
Wake up that day and go, let me get a piercing because BYU told me not to. Like, it's not you're rebelling against your parents.
Or it's like, let me wear some sexy top so all the boys look at me. Like, that's not my intention of wearing those clothes.
You do it to feel baddie in yourself. Like, slay queen, go off.
Yes.
You were wearing that top and you were killing it. Like,
yes. Because that's what makes me feel good.
Exactly. And most of the time, like, okay, this sounds really bad, but I have, like, dresses from my mission, and yes, I went on a mission.
She is a return missionary, everyone.
I just hear, like, people be like,
they do my gasp.
But, like, I wear a dress that I wore on my mission, and I just feel ugly. And if I get a compliment from someone, like, my roommates in Orem, I wasn't friends with them. I remember I came back wearing one of my dresses, and they were like, oh my gosh, I love your dress. And you're like, I am never wearing this dress ever again. Because that's when I know I'm like, I am ugly.
You're like, I feel out of place. No.
It's not me. Like, it's just not what I do. If that's what you do, that's perfect for you. Yeah. You look good.
We don't care what you wear as long as you feel good wearing it. You
feel confident. And some people look cute in that.
Yeah.
Like, our styles are pretty similar.
Yeah.
But we have friends that have completely different styles than us. Mm-hmm. Totally fine.
Yeah, we're like, you just do you and rock it.
BYU, it doesn't really let you have any sort of
creative
legibility. Is that a word?
How do I even like describe this without sounding so cheesy? Like almost like creative expression, almost in a way.
No, it's true. Think about people that express themselves through like art. You express.
Well, even the art, like. This is actually really interesting. So hopefully my boyfriend is fine with me sharing this, but he's working on a project right now for school, and it's like a art project, you know, and he's having a really, really hard time getting it approved because of like BYU standards and like language restrictions. And I'm like, that's just like a form of like expressing yourself and like expressing art, and they're taking that away as well.
It's just, that's the reality of today.
Yeah.
Today, day and age, you can try to control and say, hey, like, we're in a school, like, I get it. Be respectful.
Yes.
Don't try to do these things. Mm-hmm. But in the reality of things, kids are going to be kids. And whether you tell them the honor code says, like, don't drink, don't smoke, no coffee, no tea, no cursing, dress modestly, like, clean shaven, all those things is in the honor code. You can tell someone to do that, but respectfully, they're gonna do whatever we want.
As soon as you get off campus, like people are gonna do whatever they want.
They drink, they smoke, like
they go out past curfew. We have a curfew as well. Yeah, nobody follows curfew. I don't even remember. I remember one time I was getting my endorsement so I could go to school. You have to get you have to get like approved to go to school to make sure you're following all the rules as well. And my bishop, who was interviewing me, was like, okay, do you know the curfew? And I was like, there's a curfew? I had no idea the whole first year I went there. But I think it's like
what, like 12?
11 or 12 on
People actually follow
weekdays, and then I think it's like 1 a.m. on Friday and Saturday, and then 12 on Saturday, because if you're out past 12 on Saturday, then you're going into the Sabbath. Right? They're like
think about how many people go to In-N-Out at 1 a.m.
Yeah, past 1 a.m.
You go into that In-N-Out, I bet you 75% of those people go to BYU.
Yeah. I'm like, yo, Ricky from class. What's up? What are you doing?
Ricky? Yo, Ricky Bobby.
I don't know why that's the first name that came to mind.
Are you supposed to be home right now? I'm going to say that when I see
people now.
It's curfew. Curfew, bro. You're going to get caught.
You're going to get grounded, bro.
What's the worst thing they do? Put you on probation? Or do they kick you right out of school for curfew?
I've had a friend who's gotten like a few like honor code violations. They have like an office. So you have to go in and they
strikes?
You get, literally, you get like a citation.
So what are we in, like a ball game? Like 3
strikes, you're out. You're kicked out of BYU.
Throw me the ball, Lily. Let's play
I
baseball.
do know someone. I don't want to give too much information, but who has been kicked out of BYU because they've gotten too many citations.
I actually know.
Yeah,
I know people that have got kicked out of BYU because they've been caught with those things and people told on them.
Yes, there's tattletales too. Isn't that awful?
Snitches get stitches, and if you tell on people,
get out.
Get out.
You suck. Mind your own business.
Honestly, it's just
like that's unbelievable.
It's because in their mind they're like, I am doing the better for my school, but are you? You're getting into someone's life and you're making it your business when it's not your business.
No, and you're taking somebody's school away from them. Like, don't you have better things to do with your life?
It's different if it was like, okay, this person's like a complete alcoholic. They need help.
Yeah.
You don't go to the school.
No.
You go to that person and you say like, hey, let's have an intervention. Like, let's help you out.
Yeah, like, how can I get you out of this place?
Don't ruin their life and make them... It's hard to transfer to a different school when you get kicked out of a school.
Yeah, it looks really, really bad.
It looks really bad.
So...
You're ruining their future.
Mm-hmm.
Because what? They said a little swear word.
Yeah.
Respectfully, in class, I don't think I could go to BYU. I applied to BYU. I'm a little hateful because I didn't get in.
Yeah, well, we hate BYU for that.
And I'm just imagining myself raising my hand in class and being like,
oh boy,
I'm going to hell. And someone would be like, go to the office.
Citation!
Principal's office right now. Like, what?
Oh my
That's
gosh.
insane.
It's bad. Luckily, it's like, that's why, I mean, I don't say I live a double life. I think I'm pretty authentic to myself. I mean, I think I can show that on like this podcast. But anyone that truly
knows you, knows you.
Yeah.
And I think every single person now at BYU, that's why we say like, oh, they're not that Molly, or you're super Molly. And that's like a term we use for...
That should be our word of the day.
Not that Molly. Lily and I changing our word of the day.
Wait, I don't even remember what our word of the day was. I don't think we came up with one.
No, we did.
Okay, well, that will be ours.
It was a word of wisdom.
Oh, no, let's do Molly Mormon. Molly Mormon, our word of the day, is essentially someone who's just follows all of the rules. They're very to the strict of everything they believe. They're like your tidy knit pilgrim looking.
It's exactly the definition I think of like the nerd that gets the exact straight 4.5 GPA.
Yeah,
and
it's like the nerd of the Mormons.
Literally.
Yeah.
That's a perfect way to describe it.
Like the student, the like little kiss ass to your teacher, you know.
What is that called? Teacher's pet.
Teacher's pet. I know. I was like, there's a word for it. I'm not using the right word. The teacher's pet of the Mormon culture.
A Molly person is a teacher's pet of the Mormon culture. That is a perfect definition.
Oh my gosh. Man, we just came up with that on the spot.
When you're dating people, and even when like you interact with people in Provo, we will say those things. We'll be like, oh, are they super Molly? Are they normal? Because in a way, you want to be able to know how comfortable you can be someone, and that's where fake people come in. Mm-hmm. Because if you're interacting with someone super Molly, you feel like you can't be yourself.
Yeah. Because you're trying to like live up to
how perfect they are.
Their standards and what they expect from you.
Or you just feel judged.
Yeah.
Like, but there are people I know out there that are super Molly and they cannot be judgmental.
Yeah. I have some really great friends, and they are very Molly, but they are some of the nicest people. They don't care what I do. They mind their business. This makes me sound like I'm off the rails. I'm like not.
We're not.
We're not.
I feel like we are at the level of normalcy.
Yeah.
And that's why I feel we can talk about this on a podcast, because we are level ground.
Yes. We have a good balance.
We get a good side. Like, we've been on that side. We've been on this side. We've been in the middle.
Yeah.
We're normal.
Yeah.
So we can talk about everything because we've been there.
Yeah, I've been on the extreme. I've been super Molly, and I've also been.
Girl, I was on a mission.
Like,
that's
you were on a mission.
That's as Molly as you get.
Hey, I stopped being friends with one of our best friends because she did something I didn't agree. She vaped.
Oh,
one time.
I remember.
Yeah,
that.
and I was like, sorry, we can't be friends anymore.
That was literally 10 years ago.
What? Yeah, I was a freshman in high school.
You used to literally be so
I was
that.
so Molly. I was so Molly.
I didn't swear until I was a sophomore. I don't think I ever flipped anyone off until I was a junior in high school. I'm not kidding you. I didn't even know swear words.
We were different people back then.
And now I have a sailor's mouth. My parents are going to listen to this and laugh because they know I have a potty mouth.
This is the most I've sworn in an episode, I think, so.
Really? That's because you're just really pissed about the ROC pass.
Yeah, I'm just letting my passion out. So
if anyone from BYU sees this,
don't tell on me.
Get some young people. Lily's back. Get some young people on your board of directors to fight for us.
Well, I think some of them are students too.
Yeah,
so
but are they Molly?
Probably.
Get some people with opinions and creativity to fight for us, because this is ridiculous and we deserve to have a student section.
Yes.
And the honor code is very strict. So
listen.
Protest that.
Yeah. Listen, ROC board. We hear you.
We don't see you.
We hear you. We don't see you. We understand what you're trying to accomplish. You're doing an awful job at it.
Our podcast supports the boycott.
Podcast Soak It Up supports boycotting the ROC.
All our soakers out there.
All our
supports it.
Yeah, and if you don't, you're not a true fan. So
we'll leave it at that.
Until next time, soakers.
See you next week.